Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K channel. And for those that may have asked for it, and for those that didn't ask for it, either way you're getting it, we have finally get round to check out some Sleep Token. Yay! Finally!
We have to.
What a pleasure.
Go on, then.
We've had a few points on Sleep Token, even though we've never really properly done a reaction on them, but we have talked about the concept of how Sleep Token have blown up. So I thought it was only right that we actually spent some time and check out one of the more recent songs that have come out by them.
This will be interesting because I've still not heard them.
Oh, okay.
This will be interesting. This is a real reaction for me.
For with Sleep Token, the only thing with all the recent songs that came out off of their new album, they just did visualizers. They didn't do any lyric videos or music videos. It's just a visualizer, which is really boring. I have to be honest. I've reacted to I think it was The Reckoning was one, or The Summoning. I think it was one of the songs.
That's a great song, that The Summoning.
It was such a boring video to watch. It's just some.
What's a visualizer? Several images just repeated on a loop.
No, just one image just moving around. It's really boring.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got really annoyed. Someone then explained to me afterwards, once I'd done the reaction, that it was called a visualizer, and I went, still, I don't care what it's called. It's still really boring. Don't put it on there. But we're gonna go through it. We're gonna be checking out one called Aqua Regia or Regia.
Good song.
So yeah, without further ado, let's go check it out.
Bouncing off the walls, between teeth on a broken jaw, following a blood trail, frothing at the moor. These days I'm a circuit board, integrated hardware you cannot afford. The perfect start to a perfect war, putting down the roses, picking up the sword. Aqua, Regia. Holy book, a call from Olympus, ringing off the hook. Between the pain and the way you look, I'm stuck in a time where the mountains shook. And these days I'm a picture frame, screaming at the sunshine, singing in the rain. Sugar on the blood cells, carbon on the brain, out of Eden's vices running through my veins. Dancing to alarm bells. No wonder my ears are still ringing, and I am done fighting off change. No wonder my arms are still swinging. Regia.
Oh, sit up again now. Hang on. It's getting into my total chilled mode at that point. I'm going to go in reverse order today. I'm going to go to Kirk first for this one. Over to you, Kirk.
Okay, so this is from the album Take Me Back to Eden, which came out 3 weeks ago. And this is one of the standout songs on the album. I think it's track number 4. Before I analyze the song, I just need to preface this by saying that album, the first side is superb, and side B is a bit of a letdown because they end it with almost 6 piano ballads in a row. So Andy's probably nonplussed by that, thinking, why are these considered a metal band? And you certainly didn't see or hear any elements in that song. I love listening to the production of this band, the layering of it. Like even, for example, was it the closed hi-hat towards the end? That jazz piano after the second chorus was gorgeous. That reminded me of when you watch a detective drama in Chicago or New York in the 1970s. That's the type of piano you'd have in the background to one of those dramas. Good chorus. The vocals remind me too much of John Legend, so we're way out the heavy metal and rock spectrum here, aren't we? So they clearly are disruptors in the scene. I think it'll give a boost to Tesseract and Monuments and Periphery and these bands that have influenced them, because they've always wanted to write pop music, and they're just, other than Tesseract, they're not capable of it. And I think Sleep Token will show the way to do that. Andy, let me give you assurances, there are some heavy progressive metal moments on this album, so I can understand why they would still be considered heavy music. But the question is, do I understand why this band sold out Wembley Arena in 10 minutes? No. I went to Tesco last week and I saw someone wearing a Sleep Token hoodie, you know, when he's looking through the pineapples and the fruit. And I'm just thinking, am I likely ever to see someone with a Periphery or Tesseract hoodie on other than me wearing it? Probably not. So they really are a phenomenon, aren't they? And I keep saying, these really should be appealing to Depeche Mode's audience as well. Listen to the analog synth at the beginning and how they bring in the pianos. Even modern day Depeche Mode do that. And I'm like most people who listen to rock and metal, I still like to listen to music outside that. And for the last month, I've been listening obsessively to Depeche Mode's Music for the Masses, the 1988 album. So I'm in the right frame of mind to listen to that song. I still can't quite understand the hype and the loyalty of people towards this band who are obsessed with them. I just don't get it.
Okay, I'm going to go next and then we can close in on Andy at the end. So I've heard a few tracks and I've not heard anything that I would class as heavy from them yet. Not really. There's some rocky guitars bits, and it's interesting to look at, if you look at their listings of their genres against the name, there's everything from rock, soft rock, avant-garde, alternative metal, you name it, they've just got this list. Yeah. And I got into a kind of debate about this with a few people within the Hertfordshire scene the other day about it, about why are they so hyped up? And they were like, because they can blend so many different styles. They throw in R&B and they throw in soul, and they do, and I'm like, okay, I can appreciate any metal band could throw in R&B and soul. They don't, because they're a metal band. That's the difference, because that they made this is a soul song. This is full of soul. There was no metal in there, so this is a soul song. It's not a metal song with soul put in it. It's a metal band playing a soul song, and so anyone could do it. But I can't work out. Maybe it's because they've only been going since 2016. They've not been going very long. Is it because there's a gimmick on the face masks, and because maybe they've sold out Wembley for all these people that are listening to it for the first time, that are not what we would call the lifelong metalheads. They're the people that have got into it more recently, and they're crossing over, and this is like they're dipping their toes into it. Maybe it's mum and they're bringing their kids. It's safe, friendly stuff to go and watch with your kids, because it's very easy listening. When the pianos are coming in, I was getting like the jazz influences on the piano. I'm like, I can hear this in a friggin' elevator, going up and down in an elevator somewhere in a shopping mall. It's that sort of easy listening music. But if Obituary came out and played R&B, would we go, that's what the hell are you doing? They're like, yeah, but we're proving we can play R&B. I don't want you to play frickin' R&B. You're Obituary, for fuck's sake.
that.
I would love to see that happen for Andy's reaction.
But if you look at Sleep Token, I went back through Sleep Token's videos. They've never been a heavy band. Not really. Not
the summoning has got some really heavy palm muted incursions in it. I would say that's the end song.
But not when you go into something like Tesseract and like Periphery and stuff like that. Compared to that, I mean, these are guys that are going to get their backsides kicked by them. But I just don't get it. If I take this song on its whole, it kind of reminds me of Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran getting together and writing a poppy groove soul track. That's what it sounds like to me. I've heard the same style of vocals being done by pop stars, and that's fine. It's a pop song. But there's nothing more to it than that. And I'm really sorry, we're going to get absolutely destroyed in this video. And that's why I let Kirk go first. Because I knew you'd get some positivity. There is nothing here that... I mean, I listen to clean guys like Poets of the Fall. Great, clean rock band. They don't really go... They're not saying they're a heavy band. They do all the same stuff. They mix in some dancey beats. They do jazz influences. They're R&B. They've got some rock tracks. And they do it brilliantly, but they never pretended or they never portrayed to be a heavy metal band. Now, has Sleep Token ever said they're a metal band? Or is this what people have all said that they're, because they've been put on heavy metal bills, that they're a heavy band?
They probably did start out as a metalcore band, and clearly they're no longer playing that now. I think the trendy term is genre fluid. I fucking hate it.
Because like one of their first videos is a cover of the song Hey Ya by Outkast.
Yeah, they were like the weirdos of hip hop, weren't they?
Yeah. So I've come out of this going, I can't understand the hype. There's nothing wrong with the track. The track itself is fine. But does it deserve to be sold out of Wembley in that period of time? I'm sorry, there's so many amazing metal rock bands that don't get the time of day. We've spoken about so many, and I'm like, I would have to sit there. And what worries me is you said this is one of the standout tracks on the album. I would have put this in. If you'd said that this was on the B side of the 4 songs that you weren't really impressed by, I'd have been like, okay, I understand that now. This is a standout. That's not going to sell me on this album at all. There would be no reason for me to go and listen to it. But people get it, and maybe I'm just not. I just don't understand what it is. I'm baffled. I am absolutely baffled by the Sleep Token thing. I just don't understand it. I'm going to have to throw it to Andy to wrap it up. Sorry, mate.
I'm looking forward to this.
Same as you, Dave. Baffled is a great word. I mean, I'm even more disappointed than I thought I would be. Kirk, you said, the second half of this album is disappointing because it's 6 piano ballads. Well, surely that's one of them, isn't it? That's not standout. That's a piano ballad on the second half of the album, surely. I mean, I was just checking that we hadn't done already reaction to these bands. I looked at our channel. And what happened before is we had a discussion about why is everybody so obsessed with this band. And when I was sharing this to various Sleep Token groups on Facebook, which I unfortunately joined to share the video, I'll still get them through my feed. The lead singer, I think it's called Vessel. He's got this mask. He's got the lower half of his face blacked out. He's got this really cool costume. They've got this band symbol logo that looks really cool. And I'm thinking there's got to be something in here that I'm going to like, and there isn't.
No.
A visualizer video is a new thing for me, and I quite like that. The sort of 4-armed figure standing on the plinth. If that's a visualizer video, I don't mind a visualizer video if that's the sort of thing coming out, to promote songs. But I mean, it's pianos and keyboard with occasional drums with very average vocals. I was thinking, what song does it remind me of? And do you know? You probably will, Kirk, because you're an encyclopedia of all music. Take Me to Church by Hosier. That's what came to mind when I was listening to that. And that song is 10 times better than that. I just do not understand this either. I mean, with the imagery, the logo, you'd think it'd be something heavy, something interesting, something that people can really get into. But I might go back to these Facebook groups and read some of the posts and try and extract why people like this over, as you said, all the other dozens, hundreds of bands who could be selling out Wembley or getting a chance to be on the covers of all these magazines and be top of the list of everybody's discussion.
I feel like we're missing something. It just feels like, how is everyone else getting this and we're not? Is there? There's got to be something here that we're just not. Maybe we have to listen to all their songs and then we eventually get that bigger picture.
No.
I think, to me, I said it in the review. Really, there's only ever been one band that could mix thrash metal like Slayer with Engelbert Humperdinck, and people were like, this is amazing. And that was Faith No More, The Real Thing, 1989. Because there are songs on that are just soul songs, which are incredible, and everyone understood them. And these are probably the only bands since then that are confident enough to do that. I just think...
What are they mixing, Kirk? That's not thrash metal with Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh, no, that isn't. That song isn't, is it? And do you know that
is any of their songs?
Yeah, there are some really down-tuned Meshuggah periphery type moments in the music. To me, another thing that I couldn't engage with in the album after a while. Did you listen to the rhythm of the vocals? R&B, the way he's doing it.
Yeah.
Almost every song uses that. Honestly, almost every song just uses that same vocal line.
I was falling asleep, to be honest. I
like the chorus. I think what's fascinating, even with this, even though there's no rock and metal in it, you've got R&B, jazz piano, pop, and there is even analog electronica, isn't there? It is interesting to put those four things together.
Yeah.
We're a rock and metal channel. This band are known as a metal band. Fucking hell, who's buying this music? I mean, it's good if you are, because it shows you're open to different influences, but maybe we need to shove these back into the progressive rock category.
I think we're going to go and listen to some more Ren. I prefer that. Right, anyway, well, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you hated this video, which I'm sure you probably did, like, share, and subscribe, and hate more. We'll see another video on another video sometime very soon. Take care.